Well, good morning everybody. Hope everyone's doing well out there today. And today it is cold where I am. It's very cold, very dark and gloomy and windy, and it's going to rain soon. Still August, but it's reminding me that winter is just around the corner. So still a lot of things I wanted to get done before the snow fell. I need to get a snowblower working. I wanted to get a shelter built beside my trailer, you know, outdoor workspace. As for today, I am going to my shop. They are clearing out. So it's August 30th right now. And so what's happened is the owners of the building have sold the building, so they have to move out. The construction yard beside them bought the building, and so there's two businesses that are working out of there, and so they have to clear out. That's why they're moving to a new shop. So he said in the text message, just come early because they're getting a junk truck removal service to come in and just clear out what's left. So I asked him if there was like any plywood and stuff. You know, I like to get plywood for shelving because I may need to buy more shelving for stock in my basement. So yeah, he said, yep, there's shelving. Just come and we'll hook you up. So metal, shelving, anything that I can find useful. So it could be a total bust or it could be a total score. We'll see. Just have to go and find out. All right, just have a load of mixed shreddable steel, just light tin. Got it unloaded at this scrapyard here. Hey, just unloaded at the scrapyard, 640 pounds for 45 bucks. Giving me $155 a ton. And I'm getting, I think it was 165 at my other yard. So the other yard's giving me a better price. So I just dropped off like loose tin, so I don't want that stuff blowing away. Plus, the shop has more stuff for me, so I have to go back again, and I'm going to bring that stuff home. They're giving me a lot of good stuff today. You know, stuff like this, like these motors, like these all work. And, you know, like a lot of aluminum pieces like that, and blower wheel. Yeah, so they moved. So, I guess they're kind of like clearing out their inventory, you know, making room for new stock. And out with the old, in with the new sort of thing. Yep, so get a lot of nice working furnace parts. Really happy about that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see in the back window there, I still have lots of scrap. I have like a hot water tank and stuff. They always give me a weird look at this scrap yard, like, why aren't you dropping off all that stuff in the back? It's like, well, you want to take it apart, or want to sell parts off of it. So, a lot of confused faces, that's all. Yeah, it's 11. So just made it home, and this is how I drove home right here. All strapped down, nice and tight. But let me pull it all out for you, and I'll show you what I got today. It's definitely a good day. Made 45 bucks at the scrapyard, and I got a lot of cool stuff. All right, so I just kind of plopped everything out here just to show you guys what I got. I'm in the truck right now. We just got some steel still. It's the piping. I'm just going to put that straight into my trailer. And then underneath it is just a bunch of shelving. This stuff's kind of thin, but it's still pretty sturdy shelving. I had to take it all apart to get in the truck. But I'll probably bring that in the basement and use that. See, there's all the shelving inserts over there, just like the really cheap pressboard wood. So yeah, I like that stuff. And I brought home that hot water tank. I'm not sure why. I guess it was just when I was at the scrapyard, it was just kind of way in the corner. I didn't want to have to dig it out and haul it out, so I just left it in there. Over here, just some scrap steel there, and another ECR with a torch. I guess that's oxylene torch, and a little valve right there. It's also from a torch kit. Probably just going to scrap, I guess. A little bit of wire there, Romex, and this is just all aluminum. And a lot of this stuff was just, it's brand new, like it's never been used. See there, it's like new stuff. It's just some of it's a little bit dented up from being in the truck. I got too much stuff to resell, so I was just bringing that into the scrapyard like that. When I was at their new shop where I pick up the scrap now, it's just like a very long, very large kind of complex that has about like 20 or so units, and it's all types of different businesses. You had that sprinkler place that I talked about in my last video, and there's another place that they're like a distributing warehouse, and they have a whole bunch of this racking. It's nice stuff. It's actually pretty heavy. Just don't know what I could use it for. I'm actually thinking maybe I could put that on my new rails for my truck, you know, instead of using the futon, because this is a bit more heavy duty. I like using stuff like this, you know, instead of wood or plywood, because I like to be able to get my hands through, you know, and I like to be able to hook up like straps and bungee cords and stuff onto it. But yeah, anyways, all I did was I was just loading up some scrap, and then I just started making small talk with the guys over there, and I asked them, hey, you got anything for me? And they gave me that. This ladder here, 10-foot ladder, it has one rivet here that has given way, and you see these brackets here are kind of bent. So something like that. You know, I would just kind of use this for my own personal use. I mean, obviously you could take out that rivet and kind of put a bolt through to secure that. But the ladders have a life expectancy, and it has a bump foot here too. It's kind of loose. No, I don't really want to resell this. I'm just going to either scrap it or keep it for myself, or maybe a flea market. You know, at least at a flea market, you can just say like, yeah, $10 as is. What do you think? Because like it's still good. I mean, these hinges are fine, but you know, it's a lot of workplace accidents happen with these kinds of things, and you know, something like that, it could hurt somebody pretty bad. So yeah, they were cleaning off their top shelf of like where they keep a lot of the parts, and then they started finding all this sort of stuff. So as you can see, it's really dusty, but these are parts that, see, it says good on there, so they would have pulled these off of furnaces and kept them as backups for whatever clients. So all these blower motors, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's another one in the truck. So 7 blower motors. Nice, very nice. They're not like a really hot seller for me, but they do sell. I just sold one a few days ago, or a couple days ago. Maybe it was on Friday. Yeah, I just sold one for $100 plus the shipping. I think it was going to the States somewhere. But so they will sell, and it's just an easy item for me to store. Like, you don't have to have a lot of space on the shelf, especially these ones here with the big ECMs on the back. They're really nice. Couple of sheets of plywood as well. This stuff, man, I don't know if you guys have been to the hardware store lately, but this stuff is getting expensive. Like, especially this one here. I think this is like around, 3/4 inches thick. It can get really, really expensive. So whenever I find plywood, I make sure I grab it, because it just has so many purposes. You can do so much with it, and yeah, I have so much space, you just put it somewhere, and when I need it, it's right there for me. More little scrap steel bits. This one here, yeah, so this is the whatchamacallit, the heat exchanger, and right here you can see that's the crack right there. So that is, is going to cost you a new furnace, because that will leak out exhaust fumes into your house, and that's a real issue. So you have to have that changed out. It doesn't look like it's going to rain today, so I'm just going to kind of leave this stuff outside for now, and then I'm going to do some painting inside, because I'm redoing the kitchen right now. So I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but my wife and kids have been gone for a couple weeks now. They've been on vacation out to the Canadian Rockies. They took the train from Ontario all the way to Alberta, which is about 48 or 50 hour train ride. So they're on their way back right now. Last time I checked, they're somewhere in Saskatchewan. So they're going to take a while yet to get back. So yeah, there's a few different reasons why I didn't go. Mainly it's just because of the business. Just need to be here. They need to keep working on it because, you know, it pays the bills, right? So I don't mind being here. I'm really happy that they could go. Of course, I want to be there and make memories with my kids. But, you know, I've been out west. I've been all over the place too, so I don't really need to go again. But yeah, there's a few other different reasons. But another one is that I am working on the kitchen. So with everyone gone, it's a great time to get the kitchen done. So let me show you guys what it looks like so far. Alright, a little bit echoey because I've cleared it all out. This house, I don't know if I'll be able to find you some pictures of what it looked like before we moved in, but you would not recognize it. I've stripped this house, you know, this whole floor. Basically, I've stripped it right down to the logs, and I built it all the way back up. Even the floor. There used to be 26-foot cedar logs that ran the entire length of the house, and my dad and I, we took them all out and replaced it with all new floor joists and plywood, and then the hardwood as well. So it's been a huge undertaking. We've lived here for almost 6 years now, and I mean, at least this floor is getting really close to being completed. So I just built a 2x4 wall on the inside of the house. So you got a lot of insulation. You know, you have the logs, and then you have 2x4 with insulation and vapor barrier. Really keeps. I noticed that it's really warm, or it retains the heat really well. So yeah, I just recently finished sanding everything, and I just did all new baseboards all the way around. This is just MDF, and I bought the MDF in a full sheet, and then I ripped it all in half, and then I took a router, and I just made a little edge there, and then a quarter round for the bottom, and then so I just caulked it, and I just need to basically I'm ready for priming. I'm going to start priming tonight, paint everything, prime it. So let me show you around here some of the fruits of the scrap life, what it brings you. Refrigerator, bought it for free, or found it for free. Someone gave it to me. It's a really nice working one. This sink, this is my favorite piece right here. Oh, it's a little dirty inside. I forgot to clean it. My favorite part of my kitchen is this sink. I just love this thing. Someone called me up one day and they said, "Do you want a commercial sink?" I said, "Yep, for sure." I left the house right away, drove up to their place, which wasn't too far from here. It's actually just right up the road. I pass by it every day. And this was sitting on their trailer, and they said, "Take it away, it's free, it's yours." So I did. I took it home, brought it home. It sat outside for about a year because I wanted it. I wanted to use it for my kitchen, but we weren't quite ready yet. Like, I just redid all the cabinets and everything. So I knew that I wanted this thing. And so I just recently put it in. And I love it. I love it because it's so big. We both love having a nice big sink, first of all. We don't really like the small ones. But secondly, it's great for me for when I get stuff that needs to be cleaned, needs to be washed for my business, for my store. I can wash it in here. It could be anything so that I need to wash. Let's say a pump from a washing machine or anything. It's just really good. I installed this tap here. It didn't quite work out exactly as I had hoped. You know, maybe this faucet I don't really like too much because it doesn't reach out far enough. But you know, it works out just fine. And I kind of just did that myself. Just bought that stuff at a hardware store. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I really like this. I could fit in there if I really wanted to take a bath. Don't worry, I won't. Right here, dishwasher, found free. I forget where we got that from. I think it was like a Facebook buy nothing type of group. What else we got here? Yeah, someone called me up and I got the stove for free, microwave for free. Always find microwaves everywhere. The only thing I bought was that. We bought that on Kijiji for like $100. It's a nice one. This model retails for like $1,000. Yeah, pretty much everything else, we just kind of scrounge or save up. The cabinets are all like IKEA cabinets, so they're nothing, kind of just like the base model. So yeah, I just put up some trim up there. That was a real pain. I didn't like doing that, but it had to be done. It's all caulked, and it doesn't look good now, but once you paint it and prime it, it will look fine. Yeah, so I recently a couple nights ago, I did all the sanding, and that was a job. The whole ceiling, I sanded everything. So now, just gotta prime it, and that'll be it.
Oh god.
Okay?
Yeah.
Not falling down yet?
No, it's just the whole frame is coming down.
I know.
Yikes!
Hey guys, it's about 12:30 in the afternoon. I'm just making it out right now to go to the post office and do the usual rounds, but nothing to pick up at my shop. They didn't call me today, so just gonna go to the post office and drop off bin, see if anything's there. One other thing though is I have a snowblower in the back of my truck. I don't know if you guys remember. There might be a few guys that have been watching some of my videos, early videos from last winter time. All those videos were me complaining about winter time shoveling snow. And you can't tell right now, but it's really getting cold out and the leaves are starting to change. It's September 1st. There's already a few, that tree over there, all the leaves are starting to turn orange and red. So winter's coming, it's inevitable, so I'm determined to have a good working snowblower for this year. Been living here for 6 years. Every year I've shoveled this driveway, the whole thing, the whole length. It's a whole day's job just to shovel this driveway. So I'm determined this year, no more. It's the year of Eric. I'm going to get a good working snowblower. Let me show you the snowblower. I picked this thing up, I don't know, it must be 3 years ago. I've had this thing sitting behind my shed for 3 years. It's a Honda track snowblower, and it's just been sitting there. I've been determined, been saying to myself, oh, I'll get to work someday, I'll find some time. I'm never going to find time, so I'm just going to break it into my little small engine shop there. They're called Blue Rabbit Machines, and going to get all the farmers are doing hay. They're all pulling hay off the fields right now. 17-hour days, crazy. Yeah, so I'm just going to bring the snowblower in to that little shop. Let me show it to you. It's a Honda HS55 track snowblower. It's in pretty good shape. So, There's no electric start. I believe it's just a pull start. Yeah, this thing has been sitting beside my shed over there for a long time. So hopefully they can get it to work again, because I'd really like to have it. It's a nice one. Just caught up to that tractor. Don't know which way he's turning. He should be turning here somewhere. Yeah, there he goes. A lot of hay. You don't want to try and pass those guys because they will, you just don't know which way they're turning.